Hey, hello, and welcome everybody back to the Lifter Podcast. Once again, I am your host, Tyrone the Lifter, and as always, Kobe's up there. Kobe's up there. You know what I'm saying? The Decepticons up there. A couple of Autobots, well, fuck them, but they here. You know what I'm saying? Freddy's here as always, and Macho Man is over here as always, and of course, you know the co-host. The co-host is in the building. Okay, and he's made his contribution as per usual. He's made his contribution. Ooh, Sunday morning. I'll be here. Mm-hmm. And now today's episode is called fast food. Now, I'm not gonna do the corny shit. I'm not here to do the corny shit, okay? I'm not gonna sit up here and rate fast foods or go like, oh, McDonald's has the best fries on the planet and all that shit. No. That's not what this episode is about. This episode is not about which fast food place is the best or which fast food place got the best french fries or the best burgers and none of that shit. This podcast episode is just about my experiences with the fast foods. And I have some interesting experiences with the fast food. So first I'm gonna start out with my first love of fast food was Burger King. Now my first love of fast food was Burger King because Burger King was near my motherfucking house. That's right. Burger King was within walking distance of my home. Burger King was at Vine Street, 57th and Vine. I lived on 58th and Race. So Burger King within walking distance of my home. So that was the first fast food place that I was allowed to go to as a child without my parents. Not that it mattered much going with or without my parents because we didn't have money, so we oftentimes didn't even get to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when my dad did have money, he didn't like Burger King and shit like that. My dad was more like a cheesesteak kind of guy because cheesesteaks was more bang for your buck. See, Burger King, you can get a Burger King meal, Happy Meal, whatever. But my dad had a bunch of kids to feed, so he knew this place called Pat's Pizza where he can get a big ass cheesesteak. He can get a big ass cheesesteak for like $6 and cut it up and feed all four kids with the one cheesesteak and shit, some French fries. So my dad was very frugal with what he had to buy on Friday night for dinner. So we didn't go to Burger King. You know what I mean? We didn't go to Burger King very often, but Burger King was a place that I could go to without my parents. You know, I can walk there by myself when I was of age to like walk some fucking way. So my first experiences with fast food was Burger King. And then that Burger King got closed down. Now the Burger King got closed down, and I was like, oh my God, Burger King is closed down. And I thought, like, damn, man, I thought they was getting a lot of customers. I thought that, you know, they was the only fast food in the hood because the McDonald's was all the way up 52nd Street. The McDonald's was all the way up 52nd Street. So you had 58th to 57th, Race to Vine, that's like 2 blocks. Or you could go all the way to 52nd and Chestnut to go to McDonald's. Now, I don't know. Some people might say McDonald's better than Burger King. Some people say Burger King better than McDonald's. I don't give a fuck. But for that walk, it wasn't that big of a difference or a deal. Plus, my mom wasn't letting me walk to 52nd and Chestnut by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, McDonald's wasn't the place to be good enough that I had to try to sneak and walk to 52nd and Chestnut by myself. No. Because, the difference between going to McDonald's and going to Burger King wasn't the difference between me getting too much trouble or getting my ass whooped. You understand what I'm saying? If mom found out that I went to 52nd Street, my ass was getting whooped. So my first love of fast food has been Burger King. And Burger King being consistent. Burger King has been a consistent part of my life because when I went to the Army, I was going for a while. They had Burger King. And I was like, what? Bet that. They have Burger Kings everywhere. Burger King is not like Wawa where it's only in certain places. Burger King is everywhere. So they had Burger King when I was in the Army. So everywhere I went in the Army, I could find me a Burger King, which I like Burger King. I like the onion rings. I like what Burger King sells, right? And then when I got back from the Army, I had moved up Darby for a little while. And where I was living off of 69th Street, there was also right across the street a Burger King. And then my cousin / aunt, she's my dad's cousin, so that makes her my second cousin, but she was older than us, so she was kind of like the aunt cousin, the cousin aunt. She was a cousin, but I called her my aunt because she was older than me. And then I realized later on that she wasn't even my cousin. She was my dad's cousin, but it don't matter. She started working at the Burger King, right? And so I loved her working at the Burger King because I had all the kids. Ronnie Bone had all the kids. I had all the kids, including one of her children. You know what I'm saying? I always had the kids with me, and I would go into Burger King, and she would hook a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't buying those Burger King Happy Meals. I was just buying whatever I could. Dollar menu, burger here, burger there, fry here, fry there. You know what I mean? I had babies, and she would always give me the toy. Here, you want the Happy Meal toy? Sure do. Sure do. You want some ice cream for the kids? Sure do. Sure do. So that Burger King was working out perfect for me. And then I found out that I ended up getting my auntie cousin in a little bit of trouble. That's right. I ended up getting my auntie cousin in a little bit of trouble. They started saying, oh, she got in trouble. She got suspended or written up or something because they found out that she was giving out the toys to my children and them. And then they found out about the couple of free ice creams and all that. And I was like, oh, is that because we was on the camera? Did we get caught on the camera, or did they do the inventory and they realized the inventory was short and they figured out it was me or my family or what? Like, how the fuck did she get busted doing that? And then I found out that one of my dad's other cousins, family, related to her, related to me. I guess she didn't acknowledge the fact that I didn't acknowledge her, or I guess she didn't acknowledge the fact that I was her cousin. Or I guess she didn't acknowledge the fact that the cousin that she was getting in trouble was her cousin and they knew they was cousins or whatever. Or I don't know what it was. Listen. I got into it one time with her son because said cousin house I had free range to, which means I can come in and out of that motherfucker as I please, when I please. And so the one day I got there and the cousin, the son, didn't understand who the fuck I was. Didn't understand my relationship with that family, didn't understand that their house was my house. You know what I mean? So when I walked up to the door and I'm like, yo, he answered the door and he had the door a little bit slightly closed so I couldn't get past him. And I said, what's up? Let me the fuck in. And he acted like he didn't want to. He was hitting me with the know who you here for. And I hit him with the not you motherfucker. Open this door up like, yo, listen, I'm coming in. Now I can come in the easy way. You can open the door and let me in and I can sit on that couch and turn wrestling on. Or I can force my way up in here. That's your choice. It's your choice, but I'm not letting you stop me from getting up in here. And you better learn. You better learn today whose I am. You know what I'm saying? So, we had that little conflict. He let me in. And then I think that's when his mom and them said, fuck the family, fuck the relationship, fuck all that. She was going to get kind of in trouble because my kids wasn't going to get no more free Burger King meal toys and no more free ice creams because her son was a little, got bitched up or something, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't understand why she snitched on us, but she snitched on us. So we got in trouble. So I had to stop getting the ice creams or whatever. And then after a while, that Burger King got shut down. Now, the Burger King in West Philly, the Burger King at 57th and Vine, the Burger King around the corner from my mom and them crib got shut down, right? And it got shut down because they said it was getting robbed. That's right. It was I'm going to say early 80s. I'm going to say the 80s. And they said that motherfucking place was getting robbed like every other night. And they couldn't take it, so they decided to move on up. And they moved out the hood because there ain't no more Burger Kings nowhere near the hood now. They all was out in Delaware County. Burger King said, fuck the hood for good. You know what I'm saying? Because they got out of West Philadelphia. There was no other Burger Kings in West Philadelphia. There's no other Burger Kings in the hood, as far as I know, anyway. They went up at Darby. They went to Delaware County. You understand what I'm saying? They said we get the fuck out of here because they was getting robbed too much. And then, you always had a love for McDonald's. I always had a love for McDonald's. And despite what anybody say, as a child, a Happy Meal was appropriately named. Happy Meal was appropriately named because every time I got one of them motherfuckers, I was so happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. You know what I mean? I was happy as fuck. I love sometimes. Now listen, I'm going to say this. Sometimes my daddy and him didn't have money for dinner and him. And sometimes the kids would be sitting there starving in him, and my mom had to go to a night job. And sometimes my mom expected my daddy to come home with dinner. And sometimes he didn't. And then we would call mom and them and say, hey, mom and them, ain't no dinner in the John. Ain't no dinner in the John. And my mom would be like, oh no, call your grandma. So we would call my grandma. And my grandma don't know nothing about feeding kids because my grandma was an old school grandma. You know what I mean? My grandma cooked dinner at night. You know, she had the meat, the starch, the vegetable. She cooked dinner at night. But she wasn't about to go in her freezer and cook dinner for us. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't about to do all that because she had my little cousins there and she had a husband that she had to cook dinner for, and that dinner was for them. But grandma ain't gonna let her baby starve neither. She ain't gonna let her grandbaby starve neither. So grandma always relied on that McDonald's Happy Meal. And I kind of was excited. There was nights where I sat in the house and I said, I hope daddy don't come. I hope daddy don't come. Because if daddy don't come, mommy gonna call. We ain't got no food in here. Mommy gonna call grandmama. Grandmama gonna bring us a Happy Meal. Happy Meal. I ain't give a fuck about that toy. And the toy wasn't even what made me happy because those wasn't the kind of toys I played with as a kid. I liked action figures. I like action figures. So that dumbass McDonald's toy never was going to have an action figure in there. So it was never a decent toy for me. But it was just the fact that I was getting a fucking Happy Meal. Like I was getting a McDonald's cheeseburger, McDonald's French fries, a little fucking drink, and a toy to boot. That if the toy was half decent, I was going to play with it for a little while. I was going to play with it for about 15 minutes, maybe give it to my little sister and them. She could have 2. You know what I mean? She could have 2, maybe 3, because my oldest sister wasn't fucking with the toy neither. I don't think my oldest sister was too happy with the Happy Meal, but she knew like you had to eat something. But I was happy as fuck. Happy Meals made me happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I got a very, 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 very good relationship and love for McDonald's as well. Don't get it wrong. My first love was Burger King because that's where Burger King was at. It was because of location. But don't get it fucked up. In my adulthood, when I had a car, when I was able to drive, and especially when I was able to drive and I was going to that West Philadelphia high school, and it was a McDonald's on 52nd and Chestnut, and West Philadelphia High was on 48th and Walnut. Best believe I was hitting up Mickey D's. I was loving it, and I still do love it. I can eat McDonald's every day of the fucking week, and people call me nasty. People say I'm nasty. People say you're nasty, you're gross, you're going to get high cholesterol, you're going to die, you're going to lose that foot. People say all kinds of shit to me. When I tell them that, I will eat McDonald's every fucking day. And I sure will. Without a doubt. They call me iron stomach, man. Nothing don't send me to the bathroom. People be like, oh, you be eating at McDonald's, you're going to go to the bathroom. No, I do not. No, I do not. McDonald's don't send me to the bathroom. Taco Bell don't send me to the bathroom. Don't nothing send me to no motherfucking bathrooms. I'm good at it. I'm iron stomach. I'll eat that shit all day, every day. So yeah, I started out with Burger King just because Burger King was convenient. But trust and believe, I wasn't driving to Upper Darby to go to Burger King when McDonald's was right at 52nd Street. Now, I thought McDonald's was going to take over for Burger King, but they didn't. And there's where I found out about Checkers, but Checkers wasn't Checkers. You know what I mean? Checkers wasn't Checkers because when Burger King got closed down, it changed to Riley's. And I never heard of Riley's before. I never even knew a Riley's existed. So I never heard of Riley's before. So I was like, what the fuck is a Riley's? But then I started going to Riley's, and Riley's was the shit. Nah, I'm telling you, Riley's was the shit. Now, Riley's was the shit too because of the location. It was right at 57th and Vine, right around the corner from my crib. And once again, I was able to walk there. I was a little bit older then anyway, so my mom didn't really care too much where I was at, but I was able to walk to Riley's. And me and my homies was going to like the library. And the library is right across the street from Riley's. So after school, we would go to the library and then we would go to Riley's. And you only needed a couple of dollars to go to Riley's. Riley's had dollar burgers and Riley's had tacos. Riley's had like tacos that was like $1. So we would go straight from the Burger King to the Riley's. And I mean, straight from the Burger King. We would go straight from the library over to the Riley's and we would just sit in there, hang out in there, eat tacos, eat the Riley's fries, which was essentially Checkers fries, which was banging. You know what I'm saying? And so I spent a lot of time in the Riley's, but here's the main reason why we went to Riley's, because there were some girls in there. There were some girls in there, because once Burger King left and that Riley's was open up, everybody and their mama applied to that motherfucker. So when we went to Riley's, there were some girls in there. Now some of them was honey dip. and some of them was funny. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it was like a camaraderie we had with the workers there, and we had nicknames for them because it was one. Well, one was named like Debater. Her name was Debater, and I don't care. She ain't gonna find me, and if she do find me, and if she do hear this, like, you can't hate on your own name, girl. Your name was Debater. Your name was Debater because it was on your name tag. You told us, and we called you Debater, and then we made up name for it. We just called it like the Debater Raider. We called it Debater Raider or some shit. We made up some name for her, and we went in there and we used to bust on her. But she knew, like, it was all out of love. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we hated the girl. She was all right, and we talk shit to her, you know what I mean? Because we was young boys, and that's what we did. We talk shit, but also we talk shit enough, like, yo, put a little extra taco in that bag. You know what I mean? Conrad ain't got no money today. Can you give him a taco for free? You know what I'm saying? We was in there hanging out, and they knew us, and they liked us. And there was this other one named Lucky. Her name tag said Lucky. We knew that wasn't her real name, so she was like a Rumpelstiltskin for us. She was like the Rumpelstiltskin of Raleigh. She was like the Raleigh Rumpelstiltskin, because we was like, what is this bitch name? We gonna find out. We gonna find out her name. And we just kept trying to find out her name. She was cute. Everybody liked her. We was flirting with her a whole lot, but she ain't want nothing to do with us. She ain't want nothing to do with us. We was the riffraff, so to speak. We was the riffraff, so to speak. And she ain't want nothing to do with us, but you know, she was there, and we hollered at her, and we got some free shit from her too, and she liked us. She liked us. She ain't like us enough to get a number out or the name for that matter, but she liked us. But then one day we Rumpelstiltskin her ass because I forgot. I think it was my man Peasy, older brother, went to school with her and kind of knew who she was and told us that her name was Theris. Her name was Theris or something like that. I'm thinking it was Theris. It was something like that. But we found out her name, and one day I went in and I was like, yeah, we know your name now, Theris. You know what I mean? We dropped that on her. We had so much fun in Rallies. We got kicked out. Rallies had security, and some days the security wasn't fucking with us. Just like the library. We got kicked out the library a lot. And then we started getting kicked out of Rallies. They started going, not you niggas. Not you niggas. Y'all not going to be in here making noise today. Y'all not going to be in here harassing our workers today. They didn't understand we had a camaraderie with the workers. They thought we was harassing them because we was teasing them and shit. So they didn't understand. And then we had Debater, we had Theris. My girl, Lauren worked there. We didn't fuck with Lauren too much. I'll tell you why. Lauren was a joint. When I say a joint, I mean a chicken joint, like top notch, like fine as fuck. Like Lauren was the baddest bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was the baddest bitch in the neighborhood. And I say that with respect. I say that with respect. It was only a couple of joints in the neighborhood that you was like, you know, top notch. Like that's our representation. Like we was like, yeah, that belongs to us. Like we claiming them. Lauren was one. Shaisha was one. Preeti was another one. Like those was the joints in our neighborhood that was like we was claiming them. Sharon, D'Amica, you know what I mean? There was a bunch of joints in our neighborhood that we claimed that we was proud of. And we was like, yo, they is from the 8 or the O, or they is from our facility. Like they part of our squad. Like they one of us. You know what I'm saying? The 8, the O, the 7. It was like from 56 to 60th, from Market. I say from 56 to 60th, from Chestnut to Vine Street. They belong to us if they was bad. You know what I mean? So we had some Jones. And Lauren was one of them Jones, and she was not for the bullshit. She knew she was bad, and she didn't let us play with her. But we like going to Raleigh because we just like seeing her. She had on her black pants, they was a little tight, and she, you know, you just look at her for a second. We ain't even order no food. We just go there and see Lauren and just be like, oh, like she was the second coming of Jesus Christ or something. You know what I'm saying? We was not that young boys. We was simps. We was simping for Lauren ass, and then it was like, my man Grump was dating. And Grump was very aggressive at that time. You know what I'm saying? Not aggressive with her, I don't know their business, but I'm talking about aggressive in general. So it was like you also had to watch what you said about Lauren. Not that I was scared of Grump, not that I wasn't rumbling, but it's just like, who do you want to? Do you want to rumble Grump? Because you said something bad to Lauren when Lauren don't want nothing to do with you. And I was like, damn, man, like if Grump could get her, I could get her. But nah, I guess not. But at the same time, it was like, I don't want to get in a fight with Grump just because I tried to talk to Lauren when Lauren ain't giving me the time of day. Plus, she had a little sister, and I was kind of into the little sister. She was thicker. She wasn't as bad as Lauren, but she was thicker and she was cooler. You know what I mean? Like I had a conversation with, like, me and Carla used to talk, chill. We was cooler than me and Lauren was. So I was kind of on that type time anyway. But like I said, nobody was willing to fucking deal with possibly getting in a rumble or getting their ass kicked by Grump just to say something to Lauren when Lauren wasn't going to fuck with him anyway. It wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we went to Riley's and we had fun up in there. And Riley's had some decent food. They had the tacos. Like I said, we had the beta, we had theirs. Lauren was there. Oh shit! And it was this girl there that we called Rolling Neck. Now that was rude. I ain't gonna lie. We was very rude to Rolling Neck. I drink to that. Now, Rolling Neck, you know who you are. And if you ever see this, I don't know your real name to put it out there, but if you ever see this, I sincerely apologize. We was very rude to you. But she had she was cute too. She was fine, but she had her neck was she looked like she used to be fat. And now I'm not hating on fat people, but she looked like she used to be fat and she lost a lot of weight. So she had these rolls in her neck. It was like hot dogs. You know how the men had the hot dogs in the back? She had that shit in the front. For whatever reason, she had that shit in the front. I don't know if she had neck surgery. I don't know if she used to be fat. She lost a lot of weight. I don't know how that happened, but she had the hot dog rolls in the front of her neck. And so we, being insensitive young men, called her Rolling Neck all the time. And she laughed that off a little bit. I don't know if it really hurt her feelings, but, it was just well, actually, I do know it hurt her feelings. I know it hurt her feelings, but I didn't find out till later on. Because, see, what happened was I was dating this girl at the time. And, she had a family reunion type thing and a barbecue type joint. And I went to the family reunion type thing in the barbecue. And her cousin brought his girlfriend there, and his girlfriend just happened to be Rolling Neck. Now, this was years later. This was years down the line, and I seen her, and I was like, hey. The nostalgia came back. I was like, oh, I know her. I'm smiling. I'm saying, hey. And she gave me that dirty, fuck you look. She gave me that bitch face. And I was just like, damn, what the fuck wrong with that bitch? And then her cousin told my girlfriend, hey, man, my girl don't like Tyrone at all. She said she can't fucking stand him. And then I'm like, why she can't fucking stand me? What's wrong with her? We was cool. We came in there every day, gave her tips, talked to her, all that. And then I found out that she couldn't stand me because she didn't like that Rolling Neck shit. She didn't like that Rolling Neck shit. And it was my fault because I was sort of the ringleader of my group. I wasn't the ringleader. I was the one who had the most money. That's all. I was the one who was buying the food most of the time. So I was the one who was at the counter most of the time. And y'all know me. Y'all see my personality. I'm very animated, outspoken. So when I said Rolling Neck, Conrad and Day might go up to the counter and go, hey, Rolling Neck. Me, I was like, Rolling Neck, where you at, bro? You back there? You know what I mean? So I put it out there a lot. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I was an immature young boy, but I ain't know it was that deep until years later. I saw her and she was still salty about it. She was still hurt by it. And I was just like, damn, I apologized to her at that time too. I said sorry, but I'm just reiterating the sorry. You know what I mean? But that was Riley's. That was Burger King. McDonald's is just a classic. McDonald's is just banging. Like I said, them Happy Meals made me happy. McDonald's fries, we ain't even got to talk about it. You get some hot McDonald's fries, and it was like you was in the upper room. You was already in heaven. Boom, feels like heaven. You know what I'm saying? So McDonald's is unprecedented, right? Now, when it comes to fried chicken places, there was a KFC. Fairly close. There was a KFC at 52nd Street, and there was a KFC on, I'm going to say, 60th and Ludlow somewhere. So there was two KFCs that was pretty close to my house that we can get KFC. But my dad didn't fuck with KFC for real. My dad didn't fuck with KFC for real because my dad liked churches. I don't know if where he came from. I don't know where my dad lived at previous to living with us. But for some reason, my dad wanted that Church's chicken. He wanted that Church's chicken. He wanted that pepper that came with the Church's chicken. He liked Church's chicken. So as kids growing up, we always ate Church's chicken. You know what I'm saying? And then my aunt moved down like Columbia or something like that, Fifth and Columbia, somewhere near there, and it was a Church's chicken like near her house. So every time we went to my aunt's house, we got Church's chicken. Now I found out later that my dad was just bribing us with the Church's chicken. Like it wasn't really, he wasn't really trying to get us Church's chicken. He was really trying to just get us some chicken so him and my aunt can go away and do what they was really doing. Cause it was funny because we would sit at home and my dad didn't like my aunt too much. He would talk shit about her, you know what I'm saying? And my aunt wasn't exactly a nice person too much either at the time. And then it was like, why is we going over her house? Why is we going over here? And then it would be like, oh, my dad wanted the Church's chicken and he brought us some chicken back and we eating the chicken, but where's daddy at now? And where's my aunt at? Where they go? Where they go? So they got us some chicken. And it was like, while these kids is eating, we gonna be sneaking and doing what we do on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? No, wait. I know how that sound now, and I know what y'all thinking now, and I gotta take it back. Okay, it was drugs. It was a drug thing. My daddy wasn't cheating on my mama with her sister. No, that's not what was happening. He wasn't fucking. I know I just realized that it sounded like maybe I was saying my dad and my aunt was sneaking off to go to the back somewhere and hide and get in the alley and get busy in the car, something like that. No. They was just doing some crack. I mean, hey, look, I know it sounds bad, but smoking crack is better than my dad fucking my mom's sister, ain't it? Like, ain't that better? I'm just saying that it seems better to me. It feels better to me because, you know, my aunt and my dad both came through it. They both on the other side of drug addiction, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't think that my dad, I value my dad's caliber as a person. I value my dad's morality as a man, you know what I'm saying? And it's not immoral that he, you know, had a drug problem. It's worse for him to be taking my mom's sister off to go fuck her after he done bribed my mom and her children with some fucking Church's fucking chicken. And my sister's children too, because he bought Church's chicken for everybody. But yeah, so my first introduction to fast food chicken was Church's. And Church's wasn't bad. I like Church's. Now, it was hard to get Church's once I got grown because I wasn't going down my aunt's house. And she, after a while, stopped living there. And Church's was all the way up north Philly. Like the only Church's was, like I said, like Fifth and Columbia or something. I was still out west. I wasn't traveling for no Church's chicken when I'm a pass at KFC. I'm a pass at KFC on my way to Church's. No, I'm gonna just go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I want the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now look, I was never a fan of the original recipe. I was never a fan of Kentucky Fried Chicken's original recipe chicken. I just didn't. I thought it was slimy. I don't know. The original recipe. Now look, when you got the original recipe, you could taste the 11 herbs and spices for sure. The seasoning was good, but I thought the skin was kind of like flabby, not crunchy, not crispy skin. We like crispy skin on our fried chicken. I don't know who's out here eating the original recipe. And then KFC. But my relationship with KFC came from my grandpa because my great grandma was in an old folks home. My great grandma was in an old folks home, and my grandpa would always go see her. And occasionally he would take me or my sisters up there to go see his mom. Because before she got put in that home, she lived with him in an apartment. We always used to see her in an apartment. She ain't talk too much, but she was an old lady. She would sit in the chair. We would go talk to her. She was kind of chubby. I snuggle up in her bosom. But then when she got too old and got too little messed up, she had to go to an old folks home. And so we would go to the old folks home to visit her, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter what the fuck was going on. My pop-up had to take her some Kentucky Fried Chicken, which means we was going to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now look, I ain't gonna lie. I always asked my grandpa, could I go with him to go see his mama? And I was going for the KFC. I'm not gonna lie. I was going because I knew for a fact that he was gonna stop and get some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Did I love my great grandmama? Yeah, I did. But I think I love that Kentucky Fried Chicken a little more. No, I'm just saying she didn't talk. She didn't talk much. And she had some nice bosoms for me to lay in and take a nap. You know what I mean? I took a nap in her bosoms, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I wanted that chicken, dog. Like I said, we was poor. We didn't get a lot of fast food. So I knew my grandpa was going to KFC. I knew my grandpa was going to be going to Kentucky Fried Chicken. So yes, I wanted to see my grandmama. That was not the highlight of the day. The highlight of the day was that I was going to get me a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken and possibly a biscuit. Okay, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. And I like KFC. I like KFC a lot. And I didn't never even deal with Popeyes. I mean, I had churches. I had KFC. I never even dealt with Popeyes chicken until like I got a little older. Popeyes chicken was never nowhere in the hood for me to get it. Now this Popeyes chicken is like everywhere. Popeyes chicken, I mean, they took over because I guess KFC got unpopular and Popeyes got more popular. But when I was a kid, Popeyes chicken wasn't popping. I don't even know if Popeyes. Listen, I'm not even sure if Popeyes chicken existed in the early 80s. I think it did. But there was churches, there was KFC. Those was the two main joints, and then Popeyes blew up, and I went to Popeyes for the first time. I hadn't had Popeyes at all as a child. Not one time before I was 18 did I ever bite into, taste, or see a piece of Popeyes chicken live in the face. Not one time. I didn't get my first piece of Popeyes chicken until I was a grown-up. And guess what? If y'all know me, if y'all been on my TikToks, if y'all been on my Instagrams, if y'all been on any of my social media, y'all know me. I love that chicken from Popeyes. Popeyes is taking over. Popeyes chicken has taken over. Yeah, salty than motherfucker. I like it. I like the salt. Okay. Yeah, it don't have the 11 herbs and spices, but like I said, I only taste the 11 herbs and spices when I get that original chicken, and I don't like the original chicken. The skin is flying. Popeyes, you get the mild chicken, the skin is still crispy, okay? You get the hot, you get the regular, like the spicy chicken. Woo wee! I love that chicken from Popeyes, bro. Popeyes is my number one. Popeyes is my number one. And everywhere I live, I had Popeyes. The up 69th Street, up Upper Darby, the Burger King that closed down changed to a Popeyes chicken. That's right, the Burger King that closed down up a Darby changed to a Popeyes chicken. I was getting Popeyes chicken. And then 42nd, 44th, 43rd, 42nd is one of those 40th. It's one of those 40th that was close enough to my mom and them. And they had Popeyes chicken. And then I moved down the bottom and 56 in Lancaster, Popeyes chicken. Popeyes chicken. So I love that chicken for Popeyes. And I go to Popeyes whenever I can go to Popeyes. Them motherfuckers expensive. Even down to Chichester, my brother moved down to Chichester. The first thing I did when I got down there is, where's the motherfucking Applebee's? And where's the motherfucking Popeyes chicken? And guess what? He had both. Applebee's near my brother's crib. Popeyes chicken near my brother's crib. Love that chicken from Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? And you know what was crazy? I went, I drive to Florida every year. I didn't go last year, but every year previous to that, I was driving to Florida to go to Disney World, right? And one time we had to stop like in Georgia. To get some food, and I found a Popeyes chicken on that stop. Ooh, wait, I thought Popeyes chicken up here was good. I thought Popeyes chicken in Philadelphia and Upper Darby and Delaware County was good. Hell to the no. I got some Popeyes chicken from Georgia. I got a biscuit from Georgia. Now, the biscuits up here choke you to death. The Popeyes chicken biscuits up here will choke you to death. I mean, damn near kill you. That Popeyes biscuit down in Georgia was so buttery, so moist, so motherfucking delicious. That Popeyes chicken was hot as fuck. Delicious. I don't know what they doing down south, but the Popeyes down south is way better than the Popeyes up here. And I love the Popeyes up here. But I'm telling you what, right now, I would jump over everybody. I would jump over every restaurant. Fuck McDonald's, fuck Burger King, fuck all that. For that Popeyes chicken that I had in Georgia, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I'll be down there. I was almost in my mind saying that I'm willing to drive from Philadelphia to Georgia just to get some fucking chicken. just to get some fucking Popeyes chicken and one of them Georgia Popeyes biscuits. I'm telling you right now. On the way back, I stopped again at that same rest stop in Georgia, same place, same thing. I memorized it. I said exit 42, boom, exit 42 on the way back because we getting some more of that Popeyes chicken from Georgia. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. We gonna get that. And 8 biscuits, please. 8 biscuits. No kids, no. All these biscuits right here is for daddy. Fuck y'all. Fuck them kids. I want all these biscuits. Okay, so that's my chicken. That's my chicken. It was Church's. Then it went to KFC, and then Popeyes just took that motherfucker over. Popeyes just took that motherfucker over. Now, every now and then I see a KFC, and for nostalgia reasons, for nostalgia reasons only, I'd go up in a KFC. Just like if I see a Church's, sometimes I go to Church's and it make me remember my daddy. He ain't dead. But Church's still makes me think about my daddy, and then I don't know. So sometimes I go to Church's. If I see a Church's, ain't a lot of Church's around, but if I see a Church's, I'll go in there and get me a piece of chicken just in remembrance of my daddy. And if I see a KFC, I go in there in remembrance of my great grandmama and just nostalgia. But for the most part, if I want some fast food chicken, I'm going to Popeyes. Now, mind you, Crown Fried Chicken at one point in time became a number one contender. It became a number one contender. But the truth is, I don't know if Crown Fried Chicken was just convenient or was it good. I don't really know. All I know is that when I went to the bar with my homies, when we went to the bar, we went to the Rum Keg, we went to the Shaky Butts, we went to anywhere we went to, and we got a bunch of this. Matter of fact, it wasn't this. It was not this. This is high quality shit. This is right here. This is the co-host. This is some high quality shit. At that time, we was drinking bullshit, okay? We was drinking fucking 40, St. Ives, Cokie 900. I mean, Old English, you know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. We wasn't drinking quality shit. And I'm saying back then, when we was getting drunk and coming home at 2, 3 in the morning, and that motherfucking Crown Fried Chicken was open, we went there so much that I ain't even had to order. We went Crown Fried Chicken so much after the bar that I ain't even have to order. I walked up to Crown Fried Chicken. I keep back there, a snack box, breast and a wing, my brother, you know it. And a pie, yes, throw it in there. Sweet potato pie, you know it. You know it. I went Crown Fried Chicken. I ain't never had to order. He just rung it up. Snack box, breast and a wing, my brother. Yes, sir. Hot sauce, my brother. Sweet potato pie, yes, sir. Sometimes I ain't get the pie. Because sometimes the money was real fucking funny. And sometimes my man was just like, yo, you got to get the pie. I'll pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, throw it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, Crown Fried Chicken was the shit, but I can't tell you how it tastes. I can't for the life of myself tell you how Crown Fried Chicken tastes. I don't remember. I don't know. Because most of the time, 99.9% of the time that I ate Crown Fried Chicken, I was drunk. And snack box, breast and a wing, my brother, was the best words I ever heard in my life on a Saturday night. You understand what I'm saying? So Crown Fried Chicken, I don't even know if it tastes that good, but I know it was good in the neighborhood. It was working at that time. And then when I moved up to Darby, they had a Crown Fried Chicken in my brother's crib. And when I moved in with him, and it was good. I can say that I enjoyed that chicken. And then this woman bought it. She took it over, and I don't know if she changed the recipe or what happened, but it just wasn't the same. The one night I went over there and got it. Me and my brother sitting down there, and my brother looked at me and he said, "You know what? This chicken is good and nasty." And I was like, "Yeah." And then we went there. We even went there and talked to the woman. We went there and had a conversation with her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm trying some different things." We was like, "No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just go with the original recipe. Where's my man's in them at? Like, fix this shit." She didn't fix it. Needless to say, that Crown Fried Chicken didn't last too long. She fucked it up. She did. But Crown Fried Chicken on many a night, yeah, I can't tell you how it tastes. And I wouldn't go in there now. I know. No. I won't go in a Crown Fried Chicken at this point. If I see a Crown Fried Chicken, it's disturbing to me. I don't know if it brings back bad memories. Most of them is in a bad spot, like you know, and they're dirty. They're dirty as fuck. Like I'm not I'm not going to Crown Fried Chicken now. It's Popeyes out there. It's KFC out there too. I'm not going to Crown Fried Chicken, but I'm saying that at the time when I was on that bullshit, when I was drinking that bullshit and smoking that bullshit and doing a lot of other bullshit at 3 a.m. on a Saturday, yeah, Crown Fried Chicken was my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Woo! I was down for some Crown. You know what I'm saying? And then let's go to pizza. Let's go to pizza. Pizza Hut used to have beer in that motherfucker. I know. Y'all think I'm tripping. Y'all like, no, shit, nigga, you crazy. But I remember that I used to go to Pizza Hut as soon as I turned 21. I used to take my homies to go to Pizza Hut, sit in the booth. We get a picture of beer. 100% we get a picture of beer at the motherfucking Pizza Hut and sit in the booth and eat it. And Pizza Hut had the motherfucking salad bar. Pizza Hut had a salad bar and Pizza Hut had beer. And so we would get a picture of beer, hit the salad bar up, get all the salad. The salad bar was banging because you pay like one price for the whole salad bar, and we would go in there and pay for the salad bar and fuck the salad bar up, get our beer, bread, and fuck it up. Pizza Hut was the shit, and then they stopped selling beer. Then they kind of stopped doing eating all together. It was like, yo, you can't eat inside the Pizza Hut no more. I was like, damn, what the fuck's going on with that? But Pizza Hut did have pictures of beer, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, sue me, but I remember drinking pictures of beer in the Pizza Hut because I don't remember drinking pictures of beer nowhere else. I remember specifically drinking pictures of beer, and I don't know no other place that I could think of that we did that. So I'm going to say it was the Pizza Hut. I could be wrong, though, because there was a lot of pictures of beer and a long time ago, and there was some other shit going on with me. So I might be wrong, but back in the day, I think Pizza Hut served pictures of beer. Plus, Pizza Hut was delicious. Listen, I like pizza from like Pat's Pizza, pizza from like Pete's Pizza. I like pizza like when we ordered pizza and we got it delivered to the house. It wasn't that often. Or when my dad got us pizza for dinner, it wasn't that often, but we got pizza for dinner. I like the pizza with the little, the slim things and the piece of the cheese, all that. I like all that. But Pizza Hut had that doughy dough. You know what I'm talking about? Pizza Hut had that doughy dough, that like deep dish almost. Like deep dish almost that you couldn't get nowhere else. And Pizza Hut also had meat lovers. Nobody was doing no meat lovers shit. Nobody was doing no fucking meat lovers shit. Pizza Hut had the meat lovers. You couldn't get meat lovers. My dad couldn't afford meat lovers because meat lovers at another restaurant, at another pizza place was like topping, add a topping, add a topping, add a topping. No, the best we can get is half pepperoni, half sausage, and that's it. Half pepperoni, half sausage, half pepperoni, half ground beef. We couldn't get ground beef, pepperoni, ham, and all kinds of shit on one slice. No, we ain't getting that. We ain't getting that at all. And in no circumstances was my dad paying for that, okay? So when Pizza Hut came out with the meat lovers, one price, all the meats, man, shit. Ain't no pause neither. I wanted all the meats. I love all the meats. I eat all the meats. I ain't even pausing that shit. Okay. So Pizza Hut was my shit. Like that was the only pizza that I could get. Besides regular pizza stores like Pat's Pizza and all that, Pizza Hut was the only like chain pizza that I ever bought. I never went to Domino's. Never went to Domino's. Never went to Papa John's. Never went to none of these mainstream pizza places. Every time I got pizza, it was either from a rinky-dink pizza joint in the hood, LaBelle's or something, or it was Pizza Hut. Then I got older and I said, let me try Domino's. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I do not like Domino's. I do not like Papa John's neither. I don't know how Papa John's got famous. I don't know what's up with Papa John's shit. I do not like Papa John's pizza. I tried it. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't like it. It's too expensive. It's dumb. I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with Domino's neither, for real. I like their new slogan, Dom. Domino's. But I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it at all. If I want pizza and I don't want to get it from like a pizza joint, you know what I mean? If I decide that I want pizza and I want to get it from a franchise pizza place, it's always going to be Pizza Hut. It's always 100% going to be Pizza Hut. And then my man Sharif started working at Pizza Hut. When I was up at Darby, my man Sharif started working at Pizza Hut. And here's the thing. My man Sharif was fucking annoying. And Sharif, if you here, you know how I feel about you, dog. I love you to death. You my man, 50 grand. You my young boy. You everything about it. But you was annoying as fuck. Sharif was annoying as fuck because Sharif would come over my crib and I'd have beer. I'd have marijuana. I'd have everything that Sharif needed. I'd have beer, marijuana, food, Crown Fried Chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken, not Kentucky Fried Chicken, Crown Fried Chicken or Popeyes or Burger King. Whatever Sharif wanted to eat, I had on deck. Chinese store was Chinese store in my crib, with cheesesteak in my crib, Burger King in my crib, Crown Fried Chicken in my crib. So every time Sharif came over to my house in Upper Dark when I lived there, look, the Heinekens was on deck. I had a little bit of liquor on deck. I had food on deck. So Sharif would come there, play video games, eat food, you know what I mean? Do all kinds of shit at my crib, and I was cool with it. I ain't had no problem with him coming over, you know what I mean? I like Sharif, but it was annoying. It got to the point where it was like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like you coming here every day and you playing my video games, and I'm paying food and you drinking beer that I don't have, and you spending the night, and I gotta go to work in the morning. Now Sharif was somebody that was cool enough that I could leave in the crib. My brother was cool with it. I was like, yo, Sharif here. When he get up in the morning, he just gonna roll out. I gotta go to work. I gotta leave a little bit earlier than him. He just gonna roll out and lock the door. My brother was cool with it. Sharif wasn't no thief. A little bit of thief. He stole from my kids' fruit by juices. He drunk that, but he ain't a thief. Like, he ain't gonna steal no money. He ain't gonna steal no merchandise. He stole my kids' fruit bud juices, though. That still bothers me. But anyway, it got to the point where I was like, damn, Reese, man, you don't bring no beer. You don't bring no food. You playing my video games. You eating my food. You drinking my beer, bro. Like, what the fuck's going on, bro? But then my man got that job at Pizza Hut. My man was coming through with the meat lava style like that, Sharif. I was calling him. It got to the point I was calling him. Like, Reef, dog, you want to come through, play some Manhunt? You want to come through, play some Xbox, play some fucking Madden, whatever you want to play, dog, just come through. You at work tonight? Yeah, I'm at work. Come through. Bring that pizza. Bring that motherfucking pizza. Okay? Bring that motherfucking pizza. I'll work for food. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't like Domino's. I don't like Popeyes. I mean, not Popeyes. I don't like Domino's. I don't like Papa John's. I like Pizza Hut. So that's the only franchise pizza I'm really going to be fucking down to get. And then Little Caesars. Now, mind you, Little Caesars pizza nasty as shit. Little Caesars pizza is not good. I don't care. Pizza my ass. It's just not good. I don't like it. But they came out with them $5 hot and ready's. Them $5 hot and ready's is the Jones, because my kids don't care. My kids did not care. So anytime my kids was there, and then it was like my 4 kids, and then it was like my friend's daughter Arden, then it was like 2 kids from down the street, then Arden's friends Tina, and then I got a lot of nieces, and my nieces started coming over. So at any time I can have 6 to 7 to 8 to fucking 12. Okay. 6 to 7 to 8 to fucking 12 kids in my fucking house at one time. So $5 hot and ready pizza, I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. And the kids didn't either. I want the Little Caesars. Give me 10. Give me 10 for $50. You know what I'm saying? For $50, I can feed the whole fucking neighborhood like a country, small country. For $50, give it to me. I don't give a fuck what it tastes like. So yeah, I don't like Little Caesars pizza, but guess what? Them hot and ready's came through in the buy. Birthday parties, what? Hot and ready's, give them up. You know what I mean? My kids at the birthday party, yo. I got the balloons, I got the presents, I got everything set up. But guess what? Food, hot and ready. I'm not eating it. For a fact. I'm getting me some chicken. I'm going to Popeyes for me. But for the kids, hot and ready all day, every day. So yeah, I ain't mad at Little Caesars. Pizza nasty, tastes like cheesy cardboard. And when my kids got older, they started, hey, Dad, hey, this ain't hitting. We don't want the motherfucking hot and ready. But guess what? They also didn't want birthday parties no more. So okay, cool. They also didn't want company. My kids got older and decided, like, yo, listen, they realized the more kids in the house, the more less shit y'all get. They realize dinner is different when it's just y'all 4 as opposed to when it's 8 of y'all, 6 of y'all, 7 of y'all, 12 of y'all. They started realizing, so they stopped inviting motherfuckers over. They stopped wanting to share. But they also stopped wanting hot and ready. Just like Denny's. I used to take my kids to Denny's because dinner was free. Kids eat free on Saturday night, so we went to Denny's every Saturday because fuck, I need that money. So I went to Denny's and I buy my meal, buy my wife's meal. That was like My meal would be like $8.99. Her meal would be like $8.99. So we spend like $20. $20, me, her, and 4 kids eat. Hey, we was in Denny's. I ain't give a fuck. That food wasn't good neither, but I ain't give a fuck. For $20, I could feed my whole family on a Saturday night. Nobody feel like cooking dinner. Denny's was the shit. But then my kids got older and they said that. Kayla started it. Kayla started it with her fluffy fat ass. I hate Kayla. I love Kayla. That's my baby. I love her. But she started it because she said, Dad, I'm not about to eat off the kids' menu. I'm not about to get that fucking bullshit ass grilled cheese and still be hungry when I go home. No. So when she started getting off the kids menu, the other kids was like, oh, she don't get the kids menu, we don't get the kids menu. And the kids eat free is only for kids menu shit. So Denny's was out because Denny's wasn't good enough to pay for. Denny's was good enough for kids to eat free, but Denny's wasn't good enough to pay for it. And the same thing with Little Caesars. Little Caesars Hot and Ready was good enough for kids to eat it, but once the kids didn't want to eat it no more, it wasn't good enough for me. Now, fuck no. Fuck no. If that pizza went up to $6.99, I wasn't buying it. $5, I got you. Hot and ready, yeah, let's go. But once the kids don't want to eat it, I don't want to eat it. So Little Caesars was out. I ain't go back to Little Caesars no more. So what else? What else is there? Cheesesteaks. Cheesesteaks is not really like a fast food fucking thing. Burgers is really listen. I like Five Guys. I do. I like Five Guys. But I can go to McDonald's and get food for half the price. So like, nah, I don't fuck with Five Guys. I don't go there. I went to Five Guys a couple of times and I'm like, damn, this shit is good. Like, damn, it's banging. But then I looked at my wallet and I was like, not that good. Not that good. Not when I could have went to McDonald's. Not when I could have got 2 double whoppers with cheese and some onion rings for the same price that I got this one fucking double burger from Five Guys. No, hell to the no. So Five Guys is delicious. But the price ain't worth the food. I'm sorry, I don't care. Everybody want to say, oh, you pay for what you get. I'm good with my double whopper with cheese from Burger King and my extra whopper and my onion rings. And I can buy all that for the same price that I just get the burger from Five Guys. I'm cool off Five Guys. I'm cool off of it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want Domino's because Domino's is nasty and Papa John's is nasty. And if I'm, like I said, Pizza Hut is the best. Pizza Hut is good for me. And that's not me rating them. That's just saying like I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But I love that chicken from Popeyes. I love McDonald's. I will eat McDonald's every day. I'm loving it for sure. I'm loving Burger King, and I love the fact that I can have it your way. Have it your way. You know what I'm saying? I love it at Burger King, and every time I go in Burger King, I get one of them little crowns. That's right. I take one of them little crowns from Burger King every time I go to fucking there. I get one. I don't give a fuck. I like them. I get one. I put it on my head. It lasts 2 seconds. I put it on my head for 2 seconds, and I go, what the fuck is you doing, Tyrone? You're an adult. But I do. Every time I go in Burger King, I take me a motherfucking crown because I'm the king. I'm the king of podcasts and I'm a king of something. I'm the king of my house. I'm the king of motherfucking something. So yeah, that's right. I get the crown. I put it on. It don't last long because it's paper and it's fucked up. And plus, you know, with the hair and everything, my head's big. Y'all see it. This shit's fucked up. Y'all see me in my hard hat too. If y'all follow me on my social media, y'all see me in my hard hat. Shit don't fit. I got to get an extra large hard hat. Really, I got to just get my hair done. Because once I get my hair done, the strands, it goes down. I can put it in a ponytail and I can get my hard hat on right, but I'm just lazy and Bombazy. Lazy Bombazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I had too much of this here. Hey, co-host, you won't stop getting me in trouble, motherfucker. Matter of fact, no, you're not. Matter of fact, no, you're not. Keep it coming. No, let me stop. All right, so yeah. So those are my experiences with fast food. Like I said, Crown came through in a jiffy. KFC came through when I had to go see my great grandmammy. Burger King was my first love because it was in the hood. Riley's was there because Riley's had the BITCHs, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. They were some bad Jones. Roller neck, I apologize. Debate, I apologize. Theris, we ain't do nothing bad to you. You was fine. Lauren, if I see you today, I'm a holler because I ain't Grump. He ain't even with her no more, so I ain't worried about it. So, Lauren, if I see you today, I'm a holler because me and your sister didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't care. But Carla, if you out there, you see me, I'ma holler at you too. You know what I mean? Like, I still like you, baby. I still love you, baby. But if I see Lauren, trust and believe, I'm Kobe, I'm shooting my shot. You know what I mean? But Riley's became Checkers. I didn't really never go to Checkers too much. Checkers was up southwest. Oh, yeah. When I moved down the bottom, Checkers was up 48th and Lancaster, right there. But I ain't never really going there too much because that joint was hit. That joint was dirty. That joint looked like it got robbed. Like the drive-thru had spray paint on it. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not fucking, no. I mean, Checkers, your fries is all right. Your burgers is lackluster, and I'm not about to, like, no, the drive-thru got spray paint on it. I'm not risking it for the biscuit. Like, I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody wants to know where the best fried chicken is, that Popeyes in Georgia. Go to Popeyes in Georgia. If you want the best fried chicken and the best motherfucking biscuits, go to Popeyes in Georgia. Okay, that's the motherfucking Popeyes to be at. You know what I'm saying? And what other fast food places is there? I don't really know. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I forgot to mention Taco Bell. There's no Taco Bells in the hood for real. And I was like, when Pizza Hut merged with Taco Bell, I was like, cool. So I can get some Taco Bell. And I like Taco Bell. It ain't real tacos. I don't care. They said it was horse meat. They said it was mince meat. They said it was mystery meat. I don't give a fuck. Taco Bell is some good ass shit. Taco Bell is some good ass shit. I don't eat it that often because it's all the way up Westchester Pike. I don't be wanting to go there, and the Taco Bell's is near me. Like it ain't a lot of pizza at Taco Bell, so it's hard to find. And I don't be wanting to drive shit because like we're driving for shit. Like I drive past the Popeyes chicken, I gotta stop. I drive past the Burger King, I gotta stop. I drive past the McDonald's, I gotta stop. So it's too much shit on the way to Popeyes. I mean, not Popeyes. On the way to Taco Bell. But I do love with a passion from Taco Bell. I don't give a fuck what kind of meat it is. I don't give a fuck. Because like I said, I'm iron stomach. I don't gotta go to the bathroom. I get that fucking taco box. There's like 20 tacos in there. I eat all that shit by myself. I'll fuck some Taco Bell up. So I love Taco Bell too. I just forgot to mention them because there's no other taco places. Like it's Taco Bell and then it's real tacos. And sometimes when I want real tacos, I get real tacos. Burrito tacos, you know what I'm saying? Real taco meat, you know what I'm saying? Real steak, whatever. But when I'm just on some bullshit, Taco Bell. And for all y'all people that like tacos, Mexican shit, I don't fuck with Cordobo. I don't fuck with Chipotle. It's really expensive. And Taco Bell is way cheaper, and Taco Bell is better than me. I'm sorry. I'd rather have that mystery meat than go to Chipotle and spend $13.99 and be hungry afterwards. You know what I'm saying? When I can spend $13.99 at Taco Bell and be full than a motherfucker and be satisfied. And it tastes delicious. To me. It's delicious to me. And I ain't got to go to the bathroom. I shit when I want to shit. McDonald's don't make me shit. Taco Bell don't make me shit. Burger King don't make me shit. Nothing don't make me shit. Sometimes I got to take citrate magnesium because I'm backed up. And I eat terribly. I do. I got to start. Well, that's what happens too. When you got a wife that cooks a protein, starch, vegetable, you're in good shape. But when you be fucking up, like I be fucking up. If y'all watch my podcast, y'all see my studio has changed a bunch of times. And when y'all see my studio change, when y'all see me in a different studio, y'all know I done fucked up. I done fucked up with the old lady. So when I fuck up with the old lady, I'm on fast food type time because I'm not getting that home cooked meal for sure. I'm not. So you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's the end of this episode. I don't have no real shout outs. Shout out to Ralph Lauren. Shout out to Ralph Lauren Polo. Man, look, I'm still here for a sponsorship. Same thing with 1800. Look, your boy, every episode, I'm here for a sponsorship. But other than that, you know what I mean? This episode is done. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all next time on the Lisper.